Hey everybody, this is Teresa. I just wanted to pop on here while I didn't see anyone else was on and work on a little bit on my fan spine journal that I've been meaning to do for quite some time now. So y'all have to forgive me that I try not to walk on anybody when they're streaming. These are going to be a couple of the pages that I put into it. Yes, bags. Um, and I'm going to use and what I'm doing this for is I'm going to show you that you can use just about any um, paper that you have, or any paper that you have. You can make it into a true junk journal, everything. But I'm going to use this book to pull the pages from. My pages are going to be uh, 6 by 6.5. And I'm going to decide, like where I want, what pages I want in it from this book. I'm working on, this is about the city where I live. And this is uh, the what used to be the public library. It doesn't look like this anymore. Okay. Our public library is a different book in here now. So I will show y'all that, a bit different picture, and I'll show you that. So we've got so much going on in Bessemer and everything, and I just think some of these pages are really pretty. They're colorful. So I'm going to pull out, then I'm going to figure out what section of this paper that I want to use. I'll figure out which one I want to use for my cover and my back. See, I like that 100 years of celebrating in Bessemer. This is our 100th year because Bessemer was established in 1922. Okay, so here's our public library now. Okay, and this was it 100 years ago. Okay, all right. So, and they still have the building there that they stood in front of to make it. My doctor's pictures in here. We got the top 100 influential people in Bessemer. I'm not one of them, but that's okay. I'm a voter, and they know it. I don't mind telling them, hey, I know who I vote for, and I've got good sense about who to vote for, and this and that. You don't have to tell me. So, anyway, I just think some of these pictures came out. Like, I like the colors in it, so, it doesn't have to be. Okay, there's, that's our mayor, so I'll use that one because he's our mayor. Okay, and then I like the different things. So, okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 pages. Plus the bags, that's 6 pages. So, let's see. Maybe I'll put him on the back. So, because I like the thickness of the cover. So I may have that on the back of my, and this on the front because, it's a good strong cover. All right. And this is my doctor right here. So I'll put him in my book too. It won't hurt nothing. Okay. So now let's set this to the side. I'm going to take this and put it to the side. I did some showing off of how to do some colors Oh, hi, Beth. Hi, Dixie. How are you? Just working on my next little journal here. I was showing off how to do use prints, make prints without jelly printing. Beth pretty much showed off how to do it with the Beth Schuler. She's, if you don't follow her, you need to. She pretty much showed how to do it with shaving cream. But this was just, I used a plastic packaging, like the plastic little envelope. I put a piece of white cardstock inside of it. I put my paint on here. I smushed it and I rolled it out and smushed it together and put my paper in there and voila. Anyway, that's how I did that one. Then I used an old, if you got an old plate from your die cut machine, you can use it. That's what I did. So that was my ideas on things, on how to do a non jelly plate. So let me put my paint up because I left it out last night. I got up and left out of here and didn't do nothing. Okay, so now I'm gonna put my paint away and get started. Okay, so like I said, my pages are gonna be 6.5 by 6. 6 inches tall by 6.5 long. Okay, so, and I don't know if you saw it, Beth, but this is going to be about where I live, the city of Bessemer. Okay, this is going to be the front cover. This is going to be the back cover. And then a little bit of information about our 100th celebrating. Our Bessemer is celebrating 100 years anniversary this year. So this is what I'm going to use to make my book. And it's called a fan spine. And y'all probably already know what that is. I did not know, so I'm going to make me one. This will be my very first. So I thought, and I thought, well, what better way to honor my city where I am from? I do have my scoreboard that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to set it over here to the side and get my little heavy booger out of here. I call it my little heavy cutter. It's my heavy cutting cutter, you know, because they said this one will cut up to 25 pages. I believe it, you know. I believe it. So what I'm going to do, and I don't know that my bag will be 6 or whatever. If it's a little over, it's all right. But I want it to be 6.5 this way because I don't want it to be way out. Okay, so I'm not going to cut this bag. Okay, I'm going to mark it. Okay, so I'm going to mark it so I'll have a bend over. I'm going to make a pocket out of that. Okay, this I'm going to have right here. Okay, and this here, the other one, see back here is going to be part of the spine. So I will mark it because the 6.5 part of it. Come on. 6.5 part of it. The half is going to be scored at the half part. All right. Then this from here out is going to be the page, and from here in is going to be the spine. So now that I've tried to explain myself out of that hole, not that it does any good, but I kind of like the 100 years. Okay. But let's see. since my pages are going that way, I think I'm going to do it this way and go. I'm going to move these books over here because they're in my way. I keep those stood over there. These are books. Okay, Beth, thank you. But I have this little book. It's just a little notebook. This is little, and I keep it on my table over here so I can jot down notes. So here, I'm going to take this and go to 6.5. And I'm going to cut. Okay. And then I'm going to turn it this way. And I'm going to go to 6. So, hi, Queen Bee. How are you? How do you disable it? I don't know how to disable it. I'll have to figure that out, Queen Bee. I'm learning how to operate YouTube, and I apologize if I do it wrong. So thank you. I appreciate it. I'll learn how to do that. Thank you. I don't know what slow mode is, but I will figure that out. I will. So that one's 6 by 6.5. Okay, so I'm going to go 6.5 this way. And I don't know. Maybe I'll go to see what I've got here. And cut this edge because I would like to keep that 100 if I can. And yeah, it's close enough, right? So this one will go here. And in the end, these will be my pages. And they can be gessoed on or whatever. Okay, what is every 1 second? I don't understand. I don't understand that. I don't understand. I'm sorry. So this will be 6.5. Poor man, I'm gonna have a splitting headache, right? And 6. No, 6.5 this way. Because that's my page. And 6 this way. I get myself so lost. I don't understand what slow mode is, so I'm going to have to read up on that. I'm still reading about YouTube and how to operate it and everything. So I appreciate you telling me that. Like I said, I will figure it out. I promise. I didn't know it was on slow mode or whatever slow mode is. Okay, so I want this at 6.5. And you can make your pages however big you want them. Okay, this is just what I'm doing because it's 6.5, and 6 is a good, to me, is a good size. And since I'm doing this book about where I live, my city where I live, then I thought that would work. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to take and cut. Yeah. Because I like the word Bessemer on there. And let's go to 6.5. And let's go. I'm going to go to 7 because this is my cover. And I'm going to have this as my back cover. So it's going to go this way and it's going to be a little longer. Well, I didn't do so good on that, did I? There we go. We'll do it again. So this is going to be my back cover. Okay. And with my bags, when I put them in, they'll so okay, thanks, Dixie. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Um so this Bessemer, I'm gonna go to 7 with that. And 6. And that'll be front cover. And I'll take the rest of my ER and put it on there underneath of the besom. Okay, so this is my doctor. So I'm going to put him in my book. And I'm going to go 6.5. And I'm going to go 6. Right? Because that's the way it's going to go into my book. All right? There. So since that's my doctor, he's going in my book. Well, what did I do? I guess I didn't do it right. I'm not sure how to do anything. Okay, let me see. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know how to do anything about him. Let's see. Remove and report. Okay. All right. Did that work? Okay. I don't know how to do him from here. I had to learn him. Okay, so I guess I cut that too short. I'm gonna have to put me a piece of washer and make me another. I'll do that later. Okay, let me put him back together. Because I'm done with him now. Alrighty. Well, lay down. Whatever. Anyway. Alright, so one of these, I think I'm going to keep that piece. It's got a little gold on it. And I'll probably keep that piece and that piece. And I'll probably put this on the top along here so it says Bessemer somehow. Kind of like it. I'll put this back on here. And then I will do this. Okay. Match this up. Since I messed it up, I gotta match it up, right? So, out of all that washi tape I have, it looks like I could find just one piece. See? Told you I had washi tape. Okay, what do I want to use? Let's use this one. I don't have any black. Well, I got a gray polka dot. Maybe that'll work. I have a gray polka dot. It's as closest to the black I've got. Don't really have any gold. Don't have any fanciful washing tape. Just, I'll just use these prickly pear thingies or. Everybody's probably watching someone else that I don't usually watch because I checked to see if anybody was on and I didn't see anybody. So they're probably watching someone else. So what do you do when you cut it too short? You add the piece back on there, right? You add the piece, right? All right, then you go and cut it again after you get through. So, see, that doesn't look bad. Looks like it was always there. All right, so what I've got to do is I've got to take all these and put them together. And see, I've got to cut this a little shorter. That's what I did. I cut this side too short and that side too long is what I did. So I got to cut this a little shorter. But what I need to do is to make me a template. Okay, so I can put my holes in. But with this right here, I may just be able to do it. See, that's the back side. So these are going to go in here like this. Oh, that's going to work good. I can do that, right? So, and then my other little bag is going to turn around and it's going to go here, right? So, but it's going to be at the 7.5 mark. At the 6.5 mark. I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to score everything at the 6.5. So that's why my scoreboard. Okay. Hi, Diana. How are you? Diane? Is it Diane or Diana? I don't know for sure. And of course, I wouldn't have put that back, would I? I'm good at forgetting. Okay. Gotta have one someplace, right? When in doubt, take a screwdriver out. Okay? Okay. But you gotta be careful with it because it will cut through the paper. And I have this bone folder here, but it's too thick for the groups. It's too thick, so it won't work. And I have no idea. Okay, so, and I'm kind of weird. I turn it upside down from the way I want it. And I go from this angle. So I'm going to go right here to 6.5. And I'm going to gently crease because the screwdriver will definitely cut. Okay. Here's 6.5. And as you can see, I scored it right here. Okay. And I'm going to go back and reinforce it. But here is where I'm going to put my thread to tie it up, which I'll probably use like a lace or something to tie it, or a ribbon, because I like the look of the ribbon and tying it into a bow better. And so this right here, like I said, will come to here. See? And then we go to 6.5, and we're going to score it right there, because we want it to be able to bend. That's what we want. We want to know which side we're going to put our holes on. So it's going to go here. So with my bone folder, this one works great for this. I'm going to kind of crease it down a little bit so I can see it, because it's white and it makes it difficult to see. That's not going to work because it's cutting my paper too much. But there's a shot, right? If I were going to cut my paper, then I just cut my paper. Don't be done with it. Okay, then that's the back cover. That's one page. Okay. Wait, we'll have it this way, so it's going to come this way. Okay, and then there it is right there, and that's going to be this way, because I don't want it to do there. We're going to go here. that's not going to work. I knew it wouldn't, but I had to try. Got to try a little bit of everything here, because now I done lost everything here. I packed it and left it in the living room, and then forgot to bring it back in. This will work fine. Knitting works good. There we go. And that is ready. Okay. And then I look at this side. It's going to go this way. I'm just going to flip it over. That's 6. Yes, that's 6.5. So we're going to flip it this way. I'm going to go here. I did 6.5 because I want the 1/2 inch where I'm going to put the holes to do the spine. It's going to be a fan spine. And let's see. That's our mare. So he's going to have to go in this way. Okay. And we're going to only have half a mare here. Okay, the reason why it's called a fan spine, in case y'all didn't know, which you probably do, because everybody here is probably smarter than I am about things, because I haven't really learned a lot about journals. The reason why it is called a fan spine is because once you put it together, it's going to look like a fan back here. It's going to fan out. See? Because once you get it all put together, you get your holes and you tie it, it's going to be flipping like this. Well, like this actually, but you know. And you put the crease here, and it will lay down flat. Okay, your crease is going to cause it to lay down flat. And once in a while, you might want to stop and you might want to look and see if you want to change anything about it, your pages, before you get the holes in it or whatever you want to do. If you want to flip them the other side or whatever, you want to do that before you start creasing and all that stuff. Oh, Amanda. Oh, okay. Hi, Amanda. Glad to know you. I'm sorry. Somebody told me that your name was Diane for some reason. I have no idea why. So, and I apologize for that, because I've been calling you Diane. Okay, I apologize, Amanda. I will write that down so I can remember it. It won't take me long to remember it, but I will write it down so I can. Let's see. Oh, I feel so embarrassed. I apologize. Probably so. I get confused. I do. I get confused. I admit it. And like I said, pretty much any kind of paper you have, you use for whatever you want it for. You use it in your book. Okay. You might want to use a thicker paper than a thinner paper over a thinner paper, because you do have to crease it. And as you know, once you crease it, no, it's creasing this way, right? Okay, so we have to go from here. So I'm going to crease it right here. And then I'll crease it right here, because right here is where I'm going to cut it down again. Okay, because I cut it too short to begin with. So this is where I'm going to cut it again and again. And so I may just leave it like that and make it into, and that can be a pocket. Don't y'all think? Think that'd be all right? I think it'd be okay. And now let's see, because I want it 6 this way. So I can crease it right here. And I'm not worried about cutting through so I can put it pretty hard down through here. And I use mine backwards because it's hard for me to get my hand over to the left because I'm right-handed. So I use it kind of backwards. So thank you. I appreciate that, Amanda. I really do. People make mistakes for sure, and I'm one of the biggest mistake makers. I'm good at it. All right, now, see? Now that I'm through creasing, I have creased up everything just fine. Now that I'm through creasing, I find my little stopper doohickey. I know I haven't been anywhere, so it's got to be here. So, okay, well, it will be right there. Okay, so these are going to be my pages. Okay. Stop that. Okay. If you find you don't have it cut just like you want it and everything, it's better to cut a little over than under. Okay. And I have this I have a punch, right, that I can put my papers into, and I can punch them one by one. See, they're supposed to be adjustable. I got to remember how to adjust them though, but I don't want to do it that way. But you can use a punch, is all I'm saying. I don't want to do it that way. Okay, so I'm going to put all these things go together. I'm going to flip this one over because I've got it folded that way. And each one is going to be flipped over. Am I still here? I look like I got froze up for a minute. I apologize. Okay. I'll put another bag in. I'll put my other little bag in like this. And what I'm doing now is I want to make sure that I have everything the way I want it. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I lost me. My computer has been kicking me out here recently with the recentness of its little pain in the wahoo. Okay, now there it goes. Okay, so this is a fan spine. And the reason why they call it a fan spine, and my card's got to be turned over. It's got to go this way, huh? And I had it the other way. Oh, well. It's the first time for everything, right? Right. Anyway, the reason why it's called a fan spine is just because it is. It fans out if you do it like that in the front or in the back, okay? And whenever you get through with it and you put it, let me do it this way, okay? Because that's going to be where I tie it. And I'm going to put a hole here and a hole here, but it's going to be right in here, okay? And let's see if I can find a clippy. I got paper clips in here. I know I do. Not straight them. I just had them paper clippies. There's my paper clippies. Okay. So, because whenever you're doing this, you kind of need something to hold on to it. Okay. And it's up to you if you want to leave your bag long or short. If you want to cut it off to match your pages, or if you want to make your pages long enough to match your bags. I'm just going to fold mine over. I'm going to glue them down later. And I'm going to use them for pockets. I'm going to measure them out, and I'm going to take something like I cut off that has to do with my book, and I'm going to glue it down. Sometimes these little things are hard to do. Okay. Get this all back in place again. Oh, that's okay. All right, then I want it down and clip. I want to poke my holes. Okay, and I want to kind of get them even with each other. So I'm gonna find my ruler if I can amongst all this stuff. My ruler. Okay, so I'm gonna, like I said, I got this at 6 long. Okay, so I'm gonna mark it at 1, maybe, or 1 and 5.5, I think is where I'm going to mark it to do my holes. I don't want them too far apart, but I don't want them too close together either. So I'm going to mark it here. You're not going to see that because guess what? I'm going to make a hole out of it. I'm going to make a hole out of it, y'all. All right, now find my biter. I got a biter in here somewhere, y'all. Probably covered up with something. My big cutter flipped over, and it's probably my cutter. This is my biter, y'all. Okay. All right, now I always put it on the bigger hole. And what I do is I look to see where, and I push down a little bit on this, and I find where I marked it. And I push my biter through. That makes my hole. Then I do the same thing up here. Find my mark. Push my biter through. And another hole. Okay. Now, that's all the holes I want. Okay. What am I going to use for thread? I did have it right here. I really did. And I knocked it down, and now it's gone, I guess. Any other time it'd be all in my way, wouldn't it? Well, guess what? You improvise, right? So this is elastic. So it's going to go down through your holes, right? I'm going to hold it with the other hand and up through the other hole. Am I out of the picture here? I'm sorry. I'm going to go up through the other hole. Okay. And since this is elastic, it's stretch enough. And well, it should stretch enough, y'all. Of course, me and my fingers, they fumble a lot, so I have to go back and do it again. My fingers don't like to hold on to things very tightly. I'm sorry, Amanda. I apologize. We've got bad weather coming in starting tonight. So it's probably partly that and partly my internet out here where I live, because I live in between mountains. Uh, People don't realize that we have mountains in Alabama, but we do. We have mountains in Alabama. Um, I have ribbon I wanted to put on it, but um, I have moved it, and I don't want to go hunt for it. So I'm going to use elastic on it for now. I'm going to tie it, and as you can see, I'm going to pull these off. And then you do whatever you want to do to your little book. You can make it thicker if you want to, thinner if you want to. And it's called a fan spine because it fans right here. It opens up and fans out. So it's a fan spine. Okay. And that's how you make that little book. And you decide, like I got this here. I got it creased here. I can glue here and make a pocket right here. Or I can glue it back the other way and do the same thing. Yeah, they're talking about snow here. It's 71 degrees today, but they're talking about by tonight it's going to be below freezing. So all in all, this right here can be done however you want it. This is the whole bag right here. And I didn't want to cut it off, so I made it into another little place. It can be a pocket where you can, but you can take also and gesso and paint it. You can figure out a piece of paper to put on there, whatever you want to do. I'm going to glue these two and make a pocket here. That's going to be a pocket. I'll probably glue here and here down, so that'll be a pocket. And it's going to show you Bessemer here. Okay, then the same thing here. There's a pocket, and I can fold this backwards to this way and make a pocket going the other way, or whatever. I can use it for a fold over and just open it up and use the whole bag as holding something, and just do it this way and then fold it this way. And pretty much you can, like I said, you can use whatever that you want for your book. So what do you think? Yeah, this is a magazine about my city where I live. So yeah, that's every bit of this is recycled. So I was thinking about taking this right here. As you know, nobody wants to look at feet. And taking and gessoing it and putting me some a napkin on it. Right there. And that's our mayor, and it tells a little bit about him. And it tells us this is our celebrating 100 years of Bessemer from 1922 to 2022. 1822. Anyway, it's 100 years. Listen to me. Anyway, and it keeps, yeah, you just do whatever you like to your little book. You can make it however you want it. You keep this folded over and just make a pocket here, make a pocket here in here. I think I'm going to do mine this way. I think I like the little hearts. So I think I will do it this way. I like the little hearts on it. What do you think? And I'm going to pull it up because I want to wrap it around here so that it won't be coming too wide open. And I think I like those little hearts there. And then I'm going to take and beat a little bead of glue right down through there. Move this stuff out of the way. This is where I was painting with Beth last night. There it is. I knew it was there. And I'm going to take it. I'm going to come right down through here with this little bead of glue, and I'm going to put it down. Come on now. I'm going to hold it down a minute, because it doesn't take long for this glue to grab. It's art glitter glue. And it doesn't take long for it to grab. And I'm going to do the other side that way, but I'm not going to put, I don't think I'm going to put the tape up there. Especially if it keeps running off under my desk. Or should I? No, I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to glue it down up here. And then I may take a piece of paper and measure this. This is about 3.5 or 3.75, 3.5 by 5.75. So I'll do a 5 and 3, about 5.5, because I got this here, and by 3.5 this way, 5.5 this way, and take me a pretty piece of paper and put here. Then I have my girl that I cut out last night. And I'm going to put her I don't know if I'll use that backing or not. I may just lay her down on one of the pages. And if I do that, then I might come in here and put her here. Make her into a pocket and leave her. Anyway, she'll go in there somewhere. I may take a different color and put her backing on her. Go ahead and do this real quick. All right. The good thing about this right here is, if you don't like not putting the washi tape on a certain spot, you can always go back and put the washi tape on it. Yeah, they changed the look of so much, you know. They really changed the look. It just amazes me on things, right? So let me glue this little part down and this little part down. And a lot of people like to use double-sided tape, gluing stuff like that down, the edges like that for pockets and stuff. I don't really care to use double-sided tape, because I found that what I put in the pocket will get into that double-sided tape and stick to it. And when it does that, it's just a mess. You end up tearing your pocket and everything. And so here's this right here. You still got it expandable on this side, but not on this one. Okay. And then this is one of our classrooms. Here's another pocket page. And I'm thinking I might go ahead and turn this backwards on itself here. And use this pocket and this a pocket. And I might come back here and make me like a belly band on this page with this. But there's so much you can do. And this is what you call a truly junk journal, because all it's going to go into it is junk, but it's going to tell you a little bit about where I live, my city. It's going to be decorated. It's going to be punch outs and cutouts and stuff. And like I said, this was a scrap piece of card. This was a scrap piece of card. So everything's going to be either scraps, or it's going to be stuff that excuse me, like this book page I made a butterfly out of and a circle. I'm going to take and cut this right here, and I'm going to use that somewhere. It'll be somewhere in here. Maybe find me a piece of book page and put on it. I think that ought to be cute. I've got that. So I'll put this one down. And go in and glue some of this stuff down, and I'll. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. I really do. It's nice to have somebody to talk to instead of just talking to air. So, but like I said, it's all in what you want to do to your book. It's easy. It's simple. It's what you want to use in it and stuff. It's all about what you want to do with it. Which, as you see, I used an old magazine of my city. Well, this is actually our new magazine of my city. I got it yesterday. And I read it at the doctor's office while I was sitting there at the doctor's office, and decided that I was going to. Let's see, what should I do with that? Should I do it this way? Yeah, this way. Right? And I don't know. Anyway, I'll figure it out. And I may take and come back in here and because of this, I can make this a pocket too. And just go right along this little edge. Maybe not. Okay, I'll take that piece off and I'll do it with that. Okay, we'll do it that way. It'll work one way or another. And see, once I do that right there and it dries, I've got another little pocket here. See? I can do a pocket here. It's got a little pocket here. And I don't think I'm going to make a pocket here, but I may make one. I may make a tag to go into the center of it there. So I'm going to do it this way for now. And if I don't like it, I'll do it another way later. That's the good thing about these junk journals. You decide. It's all about you and what you want. Okay, so there's 100 years. And I like this fan spine because once you start opening it up, you can flatten it down and it'll lay there flat. I like that. So you can decide what you want on each page. Like I may want to put this down, and I may want to put her inside of that instead of using that other red piece. I don't know. I haven't decided how I want to do it yet. But it's all in what you want to do. Okay? All about that. Okay? So this is my journal that I'm working on. I'll probably do one out of cardstock because I have a lot of that. But this is just the one I wanted to do for myself about my city and telling me what's what. There's my doctor at this time. Our mayor at this time. It tells you it's Bessemer. It tells you a little about some of our city council. The one person I haven't seen in this book is our district attorney, and she's a very sweet lady. I've met her personally, and she's very sweet. She's a very hardworking lady, and so I haven't seen her in this book, so I may have to hunt down a book that's got her in it. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so much. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm on Facebook. I'm Teresa Trott Church on Facebook. And So that's all, I guess. And if you want to, you can take and put little beads and all that. You can make you up some hidden paper clips and put them places, in here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I like that, looking like that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this while I'm in here. I got my roast on or my beef stew on the cooking, so I don't have to worry about anything right now. But now I've got me another pocket. Okay. And this is our hospital, is UAB Medical West here in Bessemer. My doctor is right across from the hospital. I got this from a restaurant that we have here. It's called Mama's. And that's where I got the bags from. This is our water company, is Bessemer Utilities, one of our classrooms here in the city. This is where they're building a new warehouse. We have 2 Amazon facilities here now. I'm not really happy with it, but it's the way it is. It's got to grow, right? I liked having my country place, and now it's becoming city place. So, oh well, right? And this is our Chevrolet place here. This is our Centennial Edition of our, and I wanted to make sure I had Bessemer Centennial Edition here on the front. So, thanks. I appreciate it. Hi, Julie. How are you doing today? I was just fixing to get off. I just finished up this little book here. It's real easy to make. It's called a fan spine. And I haven't put anything on I haven't finished decorating yet. I don't do the spine dangles until after I get through with that. I don't work on the paper clips until I'm done with it and everything. And so I haven't decided where I'm going to put her yet, but she'll go someplace. So I'm going to slide her right there. And like I said, I don't like using double-sided tape on the pockets, because when the glue dries, it's dry, okay? But if double-sided tape stays sticky and you end up with your with stuff stuck to your stuff that you put in the pocket stuck to the tape. So I don't like using that. I've got a real pretty black and white napkin. Oh, good. Did you have a good vacation or holiday? We call it vacation, Julie. I don't know, but I got to go in there and figure that out. I haven't read up on that. Hi, Brenda. How are you? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm a beginner, so I'm going to show you beginners. I'm going to show you beginner stuff. I'm a beginner, so I show you what I like, and it's easy for me to make with my hands like they are, and I hope that y'all will enjoy making them yourselves and everything. So, but I think this one will become a real pretty journal also. You can, depending on the papers you use. This happened to be my city edition of the Centennial edition for the city I live in. Well, 2 days are better than none. But at least you got away from home. You got to relax. You got to enjoy some shopping. And I want to hear about it. What did you get? I know you said, I know what you meant. I read your Taiwanese, Julie. I kept up with your holiday, But yeah, I want to hear about that. I want to hear that shopping trip. Well, you said you spent too much. I want to know what you bought. Woohoo! So, yeah, I think maybe this is kind of this is the front end to my car. So I may take this here and stick it right here. And I'll glue it down in a minute, but take it and bend it. And I don't know what slow mode is. I've got to check that out. Dixie said it was okay because it was only 1 second, I think she said. 1 second of slow mode. But I will check that out, and I'll have to make sure I read that when I go to sign on again, because things I think I'm doing the right thing and I end up doing the wrong thing. Okay, so I think I'm going to do this for this. So let me get this stuck in here. I know I keep saying I'm going to sign off, but I keep finding things I want to get done to it. Y'all ever do stuff like that? You think you're gonna quit, and then you find something else to do, right? That's what I do here. That's what I do. And so I can take this. Okay. And I can fold that backwards, right? I gotta fix that glue. I gotta clean my glue cap because it's got too much glue up in it. Because it keeps popping loose. And I do this. Poke it in there. And there is me. Front end of my car. Makes a good belly band, right? Then I can bring this in and just slide it right to them. Right? Flip it over, and I got a pocket here. Haven't figured out this little box yet. Supposed to be some kind of little box, but it's only half a box. So, you know, it is what it is, I guess. All right. Y'all have any ideas? Oh, bye, Amanda. Have a good day. Oh, thanks, Amanda, for being here. I appreciate it. Pockets. And I make it because that's the reason why I made sure I had a little extra on the back cover and the front cover. Because I may want to extend it with a piece that I like. I may want to come in here and take a piece that I like and put here, because all this is the top of our original library. This is all the top. These are the windows, and the big one is the door to our library, and all this. And I think it's kind of, I like the architecture on it. So, you know, I like architecture. I just love it. It just looks so cool, I think. So anyway, I may use that. Have no idea. Okay, and this one says Chambers Funeral Home. I don't think I want to do that, but I can put my 100 in here, right? I can cut it here and here. Let me see, where did I put my scissors? There they are, under my ruler, of course. Okay. Let me see if I can do it with my ruler first. Kind of like carrying things, you know? I do. And they don't usually stay on very long. It's just every time I think I'm going to go, I find something else I want to do. I just do it. So I can make that into a belly band right here. that 100 right in the middle. Okay. Come on. Move on down. There you go. Fold it over right there. And pick up this patch. Come here. Come here. Pick up. I don't like to measure things, y'all. I really don't. I don't like to measure. Y'all like to measure? I don't. I'm not good with numbers. I'm not good with numbers when it comes to measurement stuff. Okay, there's that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it here and fold it here. And I'm going to come right along this edge right here and right here because I want it close to the edge. I don't want it in the middle where that's at. And I'm going to take this. Do I want it this way? I think I'm going to do it this way. It looks better to me. Okay. Okay. No. Lay down. There you go. Not. And that's my second belly band, and it's got my everybody in our city government in that picture, and it shows our older library here with 100 years. This is our centennial anniversary year. So usually the city makes good things to go along with it. They like to play up things, so I don't know what they're planning on doing for 2022. Yeah, a lot of things demand to be measured, but I think I can get along with the belly band not being measured, don't you? So, let's see. Did I put our other library in here? Our new library. Our new library isn't new, but I don't know if I put it in here or not. If I did, I probably covered it up with something. Who knows? No. Okay, no. So I did not put my new library in here. The good thing about doing it this way, you can always do something else and put something else in if you didn't put something in you wanted on there. Because you can untie it and retie it, which I will be doing. Oh, and they changed our name to Marvel City, by the way. Don't know why, but they did. We used to be called Little Birmingham or Little Pittsburgh because we were the second largest steel producer in the South. Pittsburgh was called Pittsburgh Steel, and this is where that brick one was our old one that was beginning. This is our new one. It's white, and they kind of kept along the same lines of the same architecture with the cathedral windows. Okay. So anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all being here, and I'm going to go now. I appreciate it, and I've been telling everybody I was going to do this journal for 2 weeks now, but something's always come up, so I decided to come in here and do it now. And I've enjoyed it. I enjoyed hanging out with y'all. So, bye, everybody.